Social Security criminal activity. While locked up, it says notice of overpayment. While locked up, they gave me an extra $4,000, right? 500 went to bills for the 4 months, 1,000 a month, right? So it says too much overpayment. So when I got out of jail, bought some more clothes, went to Mexico. Oh, I really want some. Hold on, $1,000 a month, right? Yep. So here they say it was sent voluntarily. They could have cut me out the first month, but they didn't. They knew to, and they didn't. Makes it criminal activity, right? Yeah. So now admitted it in here. So then there's a righteous community coming around, instigating with their demons and wanting to cut me off totally. What happens is I start restoring, my physical traits start coming back. When they mentioned it, it's like, what does he have? I was on probation and through the courts, and the police officers cut it off like I explained to you. They just start saying, I killed 4 or 5 cops. Oh no, I killed cops too. I slaughtered cops. They kept saying it to each other. Mentioned that the probation officer in question had took out a Beyonce nose while I was in jail. He was going to stunt, yes. And I'll move. Thank you. Sweatshirt. He was going to stunt and say, my probation visit once a month wouldn't be good, right? So I got that. Repay money, $3,500, $65 a month payment, $50 a month, something like that, to repay. And then there's a medical review, right? Once every 4 or 5 years. There's a financial review every year, and then there's a medical review. This is the one that they both see if you're the medical review is to see if you can see a doctor, doctor's opinion and stuff like that to stay on SSI. So like they think they accumulated so much money, so much information to tell a lie. Like I'm not going through mental illness symptoms or anything like that. It's schizophrenia. People in the room. Look right around. Some are. But it's only $1,000 regardless, right? Mexico says you got to give them away. Can't bullshit. You got to give them away. You got to have them away. And then what police officers pointed out to me, they were negotiating pornography inside the jail with staff members, right? Female cops, nurses, stuff like that. They wanted a back room, PC negotiation room. I said, instead of doing a pornography, have her sit on my lap naked, we'll put her on camera, talk. About 500K pensions. There's a story there. Validate this story for me. A black woman followed around until she was suicidal and dead. The strength of football players and police officers and wrestlers. A white woman followed her around, stalked her. They gave her a reward. 500K pension from police officers. They sacrificed down in Mexico regularly or in the United States, right? Plotted in Hillcrest, where all the tranny sexuals are at. Not too far from here, right? 5-minute bus ride. This is downtown area. So they gave her that, and they wanted to give me one. They were going to give me one, since I was stealing my money in the bank and the funds for the bank and everything. And they're involved here as well. So God bless America, God bless both. That's the conversation. That's the truth about this conversation. I was just done it that way. She can catch me later on. Attractive. Said she was. Said I knocked all the police officers females. I stay safe. Cool it now. See everybody. God bless.